Cancer, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you're watching this, Cancer, do trust there's a message here for you. So if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks for calling in for another reading. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and I'm really looking forward to bringing you through this message. If you do enjoy the experience, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button. It supports the channel, it keeps the readings flowing, helps me connect with your energy. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you as well in the comment section. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm as interactive as I can be there. All right, we've got two cards, Inner Calling and the Eternal Light of Love. Now this feels like a soul calling here. It's funny because I'm working on a new alignment program at the moment, and I talk about the difference between our purpose, our soul calling, our mission in life, and our vision. A calling is often something that pops in that we just can't ignore, right? We keep coming back to it. It's like me when I was called to start this YouTube channel. I just couldn't ignore that. I had to follow it. There were signs and synchronicities, and it's usually tied to our purpose. It's an expression of. So my purpose is, obviously to be part of this great awakening, to help people really understand themselves and move towards self-actualization, their connection with spirit, to live their, juiciest lives here. But a calling is often a vehicle, for that purpose. So what is it for you? There is an inner calling. There is a divine nudge, I feel, towards some kind of new venture here. Let's keep going. I'm going to be using the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot today, so I'll link you to that down below. I'll also link you to my website should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing with me. I might link my alignment program if I remember. If not, I'll do that next week. I'll see how I go. And yeah, you can also find me on the socials, Instagram and TikTok, for different daily readings. Don't let your past hold you back, Cancer. Absolutely not. South node energy, the south and north nodes in our birth chart, they are the destiny markers of our astrology, right? So the south node, so they say, is the direct past life influence, of which can feel quite natural and familiar. And yes, we take that into this life, but we're not meant to lean on that. We're meant to move towards the north node energy. So we want to know the sign and house of that. You can get your birth chart, you can get free ones online and check that out. But I feel here that don't let your past hold you back. There could be a calling coming in, but there might be something coming in around it's not the right time, or I couldn't do that, or who would listen to me? All of the resistance that comes up from the ego mind to tell us why we shouldn't be pursuing something or why we shouldn't follow it. So this calling, I feel, has been with you for a period of time. Okay, Cancer, let's. The Ace of Swords. It's so funny because I usually, when I read this card here, I say that person's holding the Ace of Swords here. And now we see it here. And I think that symbolizes the calling. The Ace of Swords is an epiphany. It's the breakthrough. It's the idea. It's the inspo. And we see someone here who knows that calling is there, but can't quite reach it for some reason. There is a block. I also see somebody who's at the top of the tower here, and this is the final gate. And it could be that you've got this calling, but your energy, or your actions or your situation isn't in alignment with you being able to act on that. Therefore, sometimes there needs to be work there. There needs to be undoing process, something like that. The Page of Swords for me is often a pivot. It's a breath of fresh air. It could also be a communication that comes in as well. So let's keep going. There goes the tower. You see, you're up there. Look, you can see. Yeah, I think that there is a tower that stands in the way of you and a calling. Now, for me, the tower is what needs to be pulled down in order for us to rebuild the life towards our highest path, right? But, we see a structure here, but it's on shaky ground. And I think that many of us do build in this way in our lives when we don't understand what drives our deep alignment. And for me, they are, well, my process is the 4 fields method, but in the crux of it, it's our values, our belief, our energy, our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. So all of that is creating our reality. But if we don't have conscious awareness, through that process, then we can be creating towers rather than castles. So I feel like we've got a tower moment, and it could have been a tower moment that's happened, a shake up, wake up, diagnosis, breakup, many different circumstances that can be towers. An epiphany can be in a tower that really, it makes you acknowledge here, Cancer, I need to follow that inner calling, or it's time, or I need to make change, right? The 7 of Cups is here, and that can be the illusionary energy where we think that, well, we can get the outcome that we desire without making change. And I say no to that. That's where it all just remains a dream, a wish, or a fantasy. So and the thing about the 7 of Cups is that it usually shows someone who's overwhelmed and there's all these cups in front of them, but they can't quite reach them. There's a grasping energy. So there's a message here of bringing something into reach, but what stands in the way is the Tower. But you know what this is about because you feel this deep inner calling on your heart, and what is required to bridge that gap is courageous action, actually. But before that, there might need to be awareness of where you're headed, of where you are right now, the true diagnosis of your life. So the Strength card, Leo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, might be dealing with one or have a placement in Leo, but we've also just moved through Lion's Gate, which you might have been manifesting something. What were you manifesting? Because it feels like there is the opportunity here to take some bold leadership towards that. Don't let your past hold you back. This is your moment, right? This is your moment. This is your moment. The universe. I actually think we've got enough cards here because we've got the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which also feels perfect because that's the sabotage, where the past holds us back, where we might undermine ourselves or devalue ourselves or say, you know what, okay, well, that was a good idea, but I couldn't, or like I said, it's not the right time. There are many blocks that we put up that really are just keeping us in the known to try and keep us safe. Everything you desire is generally at the edge of your comfort zone or beyond. The world, the universe, is the card that comes after judgment. I see the Tower as being this kind of reckoning, and the universe is this energy of, really expanding into the next cycle of your life. It's a cycle from the next version up. So I feel that you're being invited to evolve into this. Maybe you're right on the edge of some kind of breakthrough in your own energy of being able to show up in this calling. That's what I'm getting here. And you're ready to leave something in your current life behind. And this is opening up like a new 10 or 20 year cycle for you. So examples could be like starting that business, and it is your inner calling, and it just becomes your next big thing. It could be, for some of you wanting to relocate. The universe, it can be about, global energy, relocating across the world, or, for some of you, it could be leaving a relationship that's blocking another path that you feel deeply called. So that's the kind of energy. Work, career, it's like the golden handcuffs of the career that pays really well, but really it's a tower. It's not aligned with you, or it's blocking you from what you really want to be doing, what you feel is your soul's calling. So what I see here is that Spirit is saying that it's time, even if you don't feel it's time, and that's where the brave action is required. You're about to expand big time into your purpose if you acknowledge what this Tower is here to teach you in this moment. Cancer, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please do like, share, comment, hit subscribe. If you'd like to arrange a personal reading or healing with me, I am available for those, and I will drop the link to my website. You can also find me on You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting over there daily, so lovely to have you there if you decide to join. And I'm just sending you so much love and magic. Do take care, Cancer. Bye for now.